damage even at level 1, and that Lindis with her Tread Softly and the Lu Bu with his Red Stallion at level 1, that's just so many sources of the damage when they only have one skill.
Yeah, and look at that. Zephyrs has Execute. We have two punishes both sides, but the difference is there's an Execute, so they're looking to dive and secure that kill immediately. All right, guys, we're going to get into the game here. Is Hong Kong going to be able to come back against Chinese Taipei here? We will see, but look at the matchup, the skins. Wonder Woman, that skin is looking pretty good, and the Joker skin there. So we have three DC heroes. Enough for them to beat Hong Kong again.
I just want to point out that Evo skin. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, that Evo skin is beautiful. And look at Tara there. She has the big hammer. You're going to sideline the Tara as expected. Looks like, yeah, it's going to be a support Aurum. I'm really excited here to see what Fanta can do. Again, a 4-man rotation that we saw from game 1. They're doing it very similar. They're going to check each other out. They're both 4-man rotation on either side. Both teams looking for the opportunity. And like you said, Team Hong Kong is going to play more aggressive, and they're going to evade each other's jungle right here.
Now, in this kind of situation where you see 3 people going into your jungle, you don't really want to fight that, especially if you're alone. So in this situation, Chinese Taipei is doing the right thing and just going for the other team's blue buff. So just trade blue buffs, and then you end up about even, if not ahead.
Yeah, and exactly. They're even right now. It's 2.1k gold to 2.1k gold. We'll see how Joker is going to be able to do against his Zephyrs here. He's trying to jump in behind. Zephyrs playing really smart. A nice rotation by Fanta there, using that Ravenous Beast passive in those 3 lines to do a lot of damage. And they're going to trade the Vision Seagulls from each other from opposite side. But Tara gets it with a clutch punish. Love her there, being able to steal the Vision Seagull. And Chinese Taipei is ahead. They took both Vision Seagulls. What a nice play. They're looking pretty good so far.
I do think that is a little bit of a disadvantage for Team Hong Kong in this situation, that the Zephyrs has Execute instead of Punish, because Tara being able to steal camps, steal that Seagull, take objectives is just such a great advantage to having Punish. It's such a good talent.
Yeah, exactly. Even though they took the Seagulls, Hong Kong is still ahead in gold. They have 200 gold lead right now. Lindis and Liliana is doing a really good job rotating and clearing jungle. However, looks like it's going to be close to 100 gold lead now. And the key now is look at the rotation from Hong Kong. They're actually posturing around Dragon side of the map. And look at the poke from Mist there. Gets a nice poke, but the Zephyrs was killed by Necroft and Joker collapsing onto bottom lane.
Now take a look at this mini-map over here on the top left. I think that Kit is doing a really good job of putting down her traps, that entrapment down in the bushes on the blue side, so that she's able to scout, see that trap coming out again. She's able to scout for when the enemies are approaching, and she's able to tell where their positioning is. That vision is so great on Lindis.
Yeah, vision is important. Chinese Taipei there, you know, Joker rotating, a knockout, rotating down again. You know, Soar playing across, rotating, getting the kill, getting first blood onto the Zephyrs here. However, no one is able to take the dragon though. They did try to set themselves up for the dragon. Look at Lover there, being able to push out the Lu Bu. And like I said, this is exactly why Tara is a good pick against Lu Bu, because she can actually outpush the Lu Bu with her whirlwind ability, with the amount of damage she can do. Outpushing the Lu Bu allows her then to take these objectives and get ahead.
Lu Bu is such a good duelist 1v1. Oh, we're gonna see.
Wow, look at that, Liliana. So low, so low. Joker almost getting killed there, but then missed. Honest Liliana is playing so well. Beautiful rotations, landing these key combos, these stuns, the Sunshine and the Moonlight Sun stuns here, abilities, landing so well, doing so much damage. They gotta be careful with Mist here, because if Liliana gets to late game, the way that Mist is playing Liliana, Hong Kong is looking pretty good in these team fights.
Liliana, even though her first ability, that Shining Light, was nerfed, she still just has some insane range, and she's able to just poke so efficiently. And look at them diving now onto Lacia, onto this Lu Bu under tower, but Flash Wei on that flash is able to finish him off for the kill.
Yeah, what a nice rotation there. Jump on the Lu Bu. He was not able to, even though he had an ultimate up, he was just not tanky enough to survive that. And they're going to take the first time. He's so dominant this game. This is exactly what they want to do. They want to win that early game against Hong Kong here, because if Hong Kong gets lead on the late game, that's going to be a really tough hero to deal with.
I love this Tara pick. Even though Lu Bu is just such a strong duelist, Tara is maybe one of the few heroes that can be better than him in a 1v1 situation.
Yeah, she has so much. Even Lu Bu has sustained, Tara has even better sustain. And Lover here is going to take the red buff, and looks like Aurum and Wei here, Phantom and Wei, doing a lot of aggressive pushes in mid lane here. Trying to make some plays here. Look, no one's going to get killed there. Now what Hong Kong needs to do is they need to wait for the right opportunity. Again, they have a lot of chain CC. But I would love to see Zephyrs do a lot more in this game here, where he can initiate and allow the Bu to follow up, allow Teamy to get that stun, and Liliana to land for Binding Light to get that stun as well, and they can lock down a hero really easily.
I think in a team fight situation, Team Hong Kong definitely has the advantage because on Chinese Taipei, although Tara is a very good side laner, she doesn't have any really utility at all in a team fight without having any CC.
Yeah, exactly. She is not really that good in team fight. She's great at split push, but look at this bush camp here. Arm's gonna come out. They're gonna show themselves. The thing about Arm is when she has that ability up, she reviews herself in the bushes, right? With the lines up around her. Look at this. They're caught there. Lassia is snared. However, Fanta taking too much tower damage, gets killed by tower, but Lebu also falls because Sor comes in the back line and gets that snipe.
This chain of events was just such a great chain of events. You can see the mechanical outplays of all the teams, and then it was Sor on that Necroth coming in through the backline, doing exactly what Necroth should do, being able to be there and finish them off and just be a great assassin.
I love what Fanta did there. Arm, that's the win condition for Arm. You actually want to dive tower and you snare a hero, because when the opponent's tower is hitting you and you snare an opponent, that damage from the tower is also replicated to the person you snare. What a sneaky play by Fanta there, getting a beautiful snare onto the Lebu, and then Sora coming in from behind, getting the kill. I love how well they understand, Fanta understands Aurum here, and playing her to exactly how she should be played.
Especially, even though they're trading one for one, trading her support for one of their squishies, so like their ADC or their mid laner,
the snare
is very advantageous.
And I'm gonna kill him, and he's gonna die. But he has the being a bro. He revived himself. Wei is gonna try to come in. However, Arm then fails there. The snare came in a little too early, right? The team was not with her, and as a result, not able to capitalize and get the kill. And then, why would you snare a teammate? You know, Arm does not want to snare a support. You want to snare someone squishier than you. That's someone just as tanky as you.
Maybe it was just like a mystic. I know I have fat thoughts.
Yeah, or maybe Teamy just looks so cute. You know, you want to walk up to him. Hey, I'm Aurum. Let's hang out together and let's be immobile together.
Yeah, but in that play, you really saw the power of being a bro. It just really screws up a lot of your opponent's abilities. So, for instance, his being a bro would screw up Tulin's ultimate. So if you do that, then you won't die, and then you'll be able to revive and not give him the reset.
Yeah, Hong Kong here trying to get dragon, and oh my god, AHK here gets the dragon there. Nice job. 2 dragons on the side of Hong Kong. That's going to put them back in the game. They're not that behind now. One thing though, look at that miss, has to jump out of there, and look at the aggressiveness coming from Wei. He's going to try to jump in there and do some damage, but not be able to secure any jungle. However, Sor doing a good job pushing and securing the mid tower here. Again, this guy in the cross, he's doing so much work rotating around the map.
Yeah, look at him rotating around, and then now going to top lane, putting some pressure on that Lubu so he can't go around to help gank, and threatening the loss of that second tower.
Yeah, and one thing I will mention, when Arm actually snares a Teamy cannot use ultimate. Actually cancels the ultimate. And look at the snare on the Teamy here. They gotta kill the Teamy, but he has the ultimate. Just as I speak about it, it happens. He has the ultimate, he casts it, but too late. He cast it too early, he didn't die. Wei jumps in and gets the kill. Lover needs to back off. Tar running away. Zephy's though coming down there, get the kill. Hartley misses the ultimate. However, Ting is such in big trouble, and Liliana lands a nice shining light, gets a kill, and Hartley lands a kill as well. That is massive for the side of Hong Kong.
This piercing gaze is just so helpful because when enemies run into the bushes, Lindis isn't able to auto-attack them, but using that ability gives her the vision, and she's able to get the finish off that way.
Yeah, definitely, and that's huge. Look at the gold is now even. Hong Kong did such a good job here with that team fight. They're able to capitalize on the over-aggression of Chinese Taipei. Arm again, trying to snare the Teamy. Again, I question why you want to snare the Teamy here. He is the support. It's better to snare like the Lindis or Liliana. If they snare Liliana and they kill her, that is going to be a GG every single team fight. But if Arm continues to snare a tank or a much, buffier opponent, then they're not securing the kill when she lands the snare, and as a result, her win condition is down, and Hong Kong is able to respond in kind very aggressively.
For sure. I do think that part of the reason that the ARAM maybe is snaring not the right people is because Hong Kong's positioning is pretty good. Liliana and that Lindis are just staying on the edge of her range maybe, whereas the team is positioning herself basically right in her face, so that even if she's trying to snare the Lindis or the Liliana, maybe she's just not able to.
Yeah, that's a very good point actually. Yeah, they have the Lindis and the Liliana, Kit and Miss have been doing a really good job with positioning here. And the range of the snare, and look at this, Sor goes in there, lands a bunch of abilities there. Ooh, misses his ultimate there. Zephyr has to run away, but Sor again playing so aggressive on this Necroth.
Just him poking just like that is so excellent at being able to zone him out, and then having that Zephyrus have to go back. Maybe if he doesn't get the kill, it's almost like an effective kill, because that means that your opponents aren't there to defend your towers, meaning that you can put pressure on their jungle, take their jungle, or maybe deal some damage to their towers.
Yeah, exactly. He got him low, right? They knew that to back off, and because he got them low, Chinese Taipei had kind of more map dominance and map control. They didn't rotate. They get the dragon. They get one dragon here. Now it gives them, a decent 1k goal lead, but this game could go either direction right now. It just depends on how well the team fights are going to happen. And look at the stun coming out from mid there. You landed onto the Necroth, and they're going to jump in. Necroth's going to back off. However, the Wave's going to jump and try to get some damage. Liliana's going to jump onto the Flash, get him low, back off from that aggression.
Sor was just a little bit out of position there, but luckily for him, his teammates Phantom on that Aram was really, really quick to respond and then come help him out.
Yeah, definitely helped them out here. Again, they need to combo their abilities because Teamy landed such a nice charged up Pooty Poots on the Cross. They needed Leon to land the stun. And look at this jump here. Oh my god, Fanta's in a really tough spot. He's going to get focused on, but he's able to flicker out just in the nick of time there. But he takes a lot of damage there. He's going to have to port back home, which is going to allow Hong Kong here to put a lot of pressure on the top lane. But looks like they're not going to try to push this lane on top. They're instead going to go ahead and go for the Spirit Sentinel and just try to catch up and farm here. And it looks like the lead is pretty even. Again, this game is going to come down to who is going to win the next fight. It'll be very decisive. It's going to swing the balance in their favor.
Interestingly enough, even though Chinese Taipei is behind in kills, they're slightly ahead in gold. Meaning that you see that Chinese Taipei is rotating together because you get more gold overall as a team if your team shares the gold. And it also means that they're farming so much more efficiently.
Yeah, there's a little pause here. We're going to jump right back into the game. You're right, with Teamy, he has that ability where, he get extra gold comes up because of his little being a bro guy there. And Teamy jumping in there, nope, he's not going to be able to land that. And the thing about Arm there, you see those three abilities, right? The third jump from that lion is a stun. So if Arm can land that, it's going to be a huge, massive follow-up for their team there to jump in there. So they got to be careful. But so far, Arm is not able to do much this game. The snares landing on a Teamy, right? The uncage is not really comboing the enemy opponent. I'm really interested to see how Fana is going to be able to make plays on this Arm here.
For sure. You can see the thing about her uncage is that it takes a very long time for the beast to jump, especially to the third little circle over there. So I think that means that she's going to be a lot better with that ability in a team fight, but we haven't really seen any big 5-on-5 team fights yet.
Yeah, not yet. And I think in a 5v5 team fight, Hong Kong is going to win. But Chinese Taipei is doing such a good job pushing down the lane here. That's going to be the fourth tower they take here. They're going to have to back off. Liliana is then scaling. It's the late game right now. It's 11:40. Liliana is going to be very damn. Team is going to run it, jumping, and he lands a beautiful stun onto Lover. Lover is going to be in trouble here. And Hardy comes in, lands a death from above, gets a kill on Lover, and the Fanta's in big trouble right now. He's just snare the teaming again, but that's not enough. They get 2 kills. Hong Kong is back into the game.
Yeah, and you see that Lindis is just so good at kiting. She just deals insane damage, and especially with her tread softly, being able to move faster in the bushes, she's just such a useful character with so much utility.
Yeah, and there we go. Wave's gonna be caught out here. He's gonna get killed here. Sword's gonna jump in. However, he's in a tough spot. He's trying to get onto Kit, but Kit is gonna get killed. What a play by Sword! And then Hartley and Lassie is gonna catch him out there. And look at the mobility in the cross. He's gonna be able to run away just in time. Oh my goodness, Sword, you are a monster on this Necroth. One thing though I want to point out is the Teamy, he actually used his ultimate too early. They didn't kill him, they stopped killing him, they let his ultimate wear off, and then they jumped back in and killed him. What smart decision making by Chinese Taipei there to just counter the Teamy ultimate. And then Arm again, Fanta, he's got to be careful. He cannot snare the Teamy, because if he snares a support, that is not how Arm works. You want to snare it very squishy. But Lassia making plays, getting another dragon there, and keeping Hong Kong in this game.
Yeah, I just think Sor is such a mechanically proficient Necroth, knowing the ins and outs of this character, knowing how to use his 3 dashes as efficiently as possible.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why Necroth is such a pain to deal with. He's so mobile. He can jump. He has Dredra. He has Judgment's Blade. He has so much movement abilities that can get him out of trouble. That George Fury as well. He can use it 3 times. Jump out of trouble. And look at Liana there trying to collapse on her, but they're gonna try to catch out Lassia. Sword's gonna jump out. Lassia's gonna jump right back in, get onto Lover. Tar's gonna be in big trouble, but Tar is very tanky here. And look at that, Sword's gonna try to get on Liana. He's gotta be careful. And look at the amount of poke he just received there. And Fana gets a snare and Hardy, and they get the kill. What a beautiful snare. That's exactly what Fana needs to do there. Snare an enemy carry, and then have your team follow up to get the kill.
And as much as Lesia was out of position there, he just has so much sustain with his ultimate there, giving him 120 lifesteal and giving him extra attack power as well.
Yeah, definitely. But Leisa needs to do a lot more, I feel. You know, Lu Bu can combo in there with the Zephyrs. I have yet to see a teamy combo follow up with, you know, Hartley's combo with Zephyrs. And look at this, Chinese Taipei again doing such good decision making. You're able to get the Dark Slayer. This is a very dangerous next 1 minute and 30 seconds here. With that Dark Slayer buff getting 30% damage amplification for the entire team.
For sure, this uncontested Dark Slayer was a great call by Chinese Taipei, knowing that Team Hong Kong is pushed back to their base because they have 6 towers taken on their side. Not having the control of your map means that Chinese Taipei can take these objectives uncontested.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Sword's going to jump in there, be a little careful, but they need to jump on it. When Sword's out of position, they have to land their combos. And look at, he's got a stun. Zephyr lands a combo on him again, but there's no follow-up from Hong Kong. Hong Kong is playing too passive. They got to play much more good because they have such a great CC comp. They need to be more decisive here to be able to win this game and survive against Chinese Taipei.
Granted, they definitely are scared because Chinese Taipei does have a Dark Slayer buff, giving them 30% extra damage, which is just such a strong buff.
And look at Fanta, gets a snare underneath the tower, but it's in a difficult spot here. High ground tower is hitting Fanta, getting him pretty low. But look at that beautiful uncage there. But Teamy casts ultimate. He's going to get back alive. Lover's in a tough spot. Hartley is pretty low. He needs to back off, but missed. Hit pretty healthy Leonard, and they're going to lose this tower. Sword's going to jump in there, try to get a kill, but Wei gets killed by the Nexus tower. And look at Leon, he gets 2 kills as well onto Ting, and they're going to have to back off. Sword's going to have to run away, and Lover is going to try to run away from Lassia here, and Lassia's going to go in from the wave here, and as a result, 3 kills given up over to Hong Kong.
Hong Kong is making some pretty good trades here, trading 2 for 3. Even just an even trade, because they're behind right now, would be beneficial for them, but trading 2 for 3 is just so great and just gets them a little bit closer to being back in this game.
Yeah, the next fight is going to be crucial here. Most of the team, look at their items here. They have a lot of items. Lindis has 5 tier 3 items, right? Teamy, a lot of armor. Ancestral Glory has 2 revives on himself, so he's definitely not the hero you want to focus. But Lu Bu here is the key here. Hartley just got a Medallion of Troy. He's going to make the Zephyrs extra tanky here, so he's not a good target to snare either, but they got to combo their abilities, again, to lock down Soar, because you look at it, Soar and Wei, they do not have that much defense. If they kill the Flash, or the Zephyr, or the Nakroth here, I mean, then, you know, Hong Kong has a really good chance of winning.
I totally agree. Now look at Soar on this Nakroth. I think that he's playing exactly how he should be playing, basically split pushing once he gets to late game. Oh, but look at this bush camp over here.
Wow, look at the combo. That's exactly what I said there. He just melted in less than 1 second, and Lassia is going to be in top. Wait, he's going to try to get top, but he's in big trouble. He's going to get deleted, and look at the teamwork coming from Hong Kong here. They're swinging back the game, some mistakes, and Lover is going to get caught out, and he's not going to be able to get the tower and sacrifice himself. And they're going to give over 3 deaths just like that over that Chinese and Taipei. This is looking really good for Hong Kong.
It's at this point that we're really seeing the strength of Team Hong Kong and all of their crowd control and their late game scaling. You see that at this point, the Flash just had nothing that he could do, even once he used the Cyclone, from being killed.
Yeah, you can see there, 48k, 49 to 52 now. The lead has been closed. That deficit is not as high anymore. And look at that. Hong Kong's going to take another tower. That's going to be the 3rd tower. And they're going to try to push down this mid-ground tower as well here. This is really tough situation here. Will Hong Kong be able to finish it? Or are they going to push all the way to the end? Or are they going to back up? They're going to play a little safe. They're going to back up a little bit. Soar is back in the game. They got to be careful because Soar's back in. He's the carry. He's going to try to get this, but they're going to be able to get away here. The next fight will decide the game. So let's see if Hong Kong can take this game away and even it against who's been playing so well lately.
At 17 minutes into this game, almost 18 minutes, we're really seeing that the early game heroes of Chinese Taipei are starting to fall off a bit. Nakroth at this point, he's mostly only going to be useful as a split pusher, and the same as Tara as well. So in a team fight situation, you're definitely at a huge disadvantage against the scaling, the crowd control, and the utility of Team Hong Kong.
Yeah, definitely. If Team Hong Kong just fights together, they have the advantage, right? They can just counter the Aram, just get Teamy in front of one of your heroes and make Aram snare you, because the snare has a very, very short range. You have to be able to flicker in. That's why Flicker is always put on Aram, because she needs to either flicker in to get a massive amount of damage, or flicker in for that snare, or flicker out when she's in the top spot, because she's not mobile, she can't really get away, and that's the key win condition for Aram. So if they can just play around it and deny her win condition, then Hong Kong has a really good chance of turning this game around.
We see Hong Kong posturing themselves a little bit defensively over here, not wanting to make a huge mistake and lose a team fight that would lose them the game, because at this point they have minions coming in, so any kind of loss would lose them the entire match.
Yeah, look at Hong Kong there, just playing so defensive here, just hanging out there, looking for the right opportunity to jump in there. He knows they're going to back off here. They'll be like, you guys are playing too safe. We don't want to risk it, because in the last part there, we saw Sor get caught out, and then Lover gets caught out. Wade then gets killed as well. You do not want to give a lead over like that because of your over-position, over-extension. Chinese Taipei is now playing a little more cautious. And they're going to go ahead and farm up jungle, take some more items, try to get to their full item build here. And look at that. The staff of Noah being taken by Flash here. Lots more damage appears.
I'd like to point out that the Dark Slayer is going to be respawning in about 40 seconds now, so we're going to see the teams possibly fighting over the Dark Slayer and being able to, because the team that has a Dark Slayer buff is almost certainly going to win a team fight, and then if they're able to get an ace and wipe out the other team, then that's a definite instant win for them. Just push it down mid and then end the game.
Yeah, Dark Slayer is the most important objective besides the high ground tower here, but look at Wade, he's going to be able to get caught up, but mid, he's going to get caught there. They're focusing him down. Panda comes in, but Sor is going to be jumped on by Hartley here, and look at the amount of damage Hartley's able to get on Sor. Lover is going to jump in, put himself in a tough spot, and Hong Kong is going to be able to defend that really, really well. But this is their chance to go aggressive here. Look at how low Wei is. Look how low Ting is. They can actually push out the mid waves and try to get onto the Dark Slayer, because that's going to be the key turning point in the game here. Is whoever gets the Dark Slayer is going to be ahead. But Sor getting so low. Hartley is going for blood. He's chasing down Sor. Will be able to get the land. Oh, he misses it. Sor is running away. Look how low Sor is. But Fana gets the snare to lock him down there. But oh my god, Sor comes back in, and look at Kit doing so much damage. They get the kill on him, and also Joker falls as well. This is not looking good for Chinese for Taipei. That is 2 deaths, and Hong Kong is now pushing and up and just exerting a lot of map control.
Look at that dominance being started by Hong Kong over here in this top lane. I think that they're going to be definitely able to dive this tower. Sor did use up that Ancestral Glory, his revive over there, so he will not be able to revive, and he'll have that insanely long death counter at this point in the game.
Oh no, Fanta comes in, Lover comes in as well. That is a throw. There's no tower to back you guys up. Sor, even though you're back up, it is not enough. It's 5 people in Hong Kong. You're going to get killed here. Sor's going to try to jump away, and he gets killed. That is an ace by Hong Kong. It looks like they're going to turn this game around. Chinese Taipei losing, Hong Kong taking game 2. Wow, what a crazy back and forth between both these teams.
Well, in the early game, Chinese Taipei was so dominant, taking so many towers from Team Hong Kong until they were backed into their base, but they're able to turn it around with some key team fights and being able to win with their scaling composition.
Yeah, definitely. Look at the items here. You can see Miss, again, like I said, Leon in the late game, full